Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the farewell mission set in Mendoza, Argentina. And today we will be taking care of the Coldhearted challenge, which entails killing Tamara with a freezer. So for this challenge, the only thing we'll be needing to bring with us will be some coins, and as always we will be starting in the car park area. So right from the start, off the bat, we are going to have to change out of this rather fancy shirt. So we're going to make our way to the cliff edge behind us, drop down 2 levels into the tall grasses where we will find a lone guard. We're going to subdue that guard from behind, drag him deeper into the bushes so he isn't spotted, and take his outfit. And if we're quick enough, we can make it back up to the car park area before Tamara, our target, there she is, goes past with her enforcer bodyguards. So if you're a bit slower than me, the bodyguards will be just passing you, so you'll have to wait for them to go past first. But if you're able to get out around the time Tamara's passing there, you can get through. What we're going to do once we're through there is make our way into the party and to the barbecue right at the back here. And once we're right at the back here, we're going to throw a coin at the tree in the center of this flower bed, where there is a waiter playing with his phone, and the coin on the tree will distract the waiter, causing him to come into the flower bed, where we can then render him unconscious. We're going to drag his body up against the tree in the center so that he's not found, retrieve our coin, we're going to take his outfit, and we're going to make our way up the stairs just to our right here and get frisked at the top. So what we're going to do up here basically is get ourselves a mercenary's outfit, and we're going to get Yates's wife to kill Yates for us while we proceed on with our challenge. So once we're through the frisk, we're going to make our way down the side of the mansion to where we will find a guard on our right leaning on the wall, and he will shortly be joined by the guard you can see off in the distance there, and that he will patrol his way over here. They will have a quick conversation and then he will leave. Now they are actually discussing Diana and gonna run a ID check on her. So the guard should be moving away momentarily. There he goes. Once he's safely away, we can then render his colleague unconscious. We're going to collect his gun and grab his body, and we're going to drag him into the bushes just off to our right here and take his outfit. So with that now done, we can make our way down into the wine cellar basement, and down here at the back of the wine cellar we will find a safe on the wall, or a wall safe. We're going to take the long way round to avoid the 2 enforcers at the back of the room. And once we get to the safe, we can input the code 2006, the anniversary of the Yates's wedding, and inside the safe we can collect the scandalous documents. And with those documents we will then make our way up into the mansion via the big double doors here, and we're just going to wait in the entrance hall for the arrival of Mrs. Yates. She and her husband are currently out in the garden. They could be anywhere for you depending on your timing, but all we have to do is hand over her documents.
I recovered this intel. It concerns yourself and Mr. Yates. I think you ought to take a look.
So we're going to hand over the documents when we get the prompt. There we go.
Thank you.
So she's going to go off and read those documents, be horrified by what she sees, and kill her husband. In the meantime, we are going to make our way all the way down to the grapevines, basically the grape fields. So we're going to take the shortest route I can find, which is down past the tasting room, down through the cinema, and double back on ourselves towards the production area. And here we are going to acquire ourselves a screwdriver from just inside on one of the barrels, and we're going to trigger the mission story, the tour. So we're going to wait here while the winemaker, or the chief winemaker, is on the phone to Mr. Yates, which will delay his inevitable death somewhat. So eventually the winemaker will finish his call, and he will make his way into the wine fields to check on the grapes and whether they're ripe and ready for harvest. And we can then intercept him at that point. So we're just going to trigger the mission story. And at this point, the chief winemaker will make his way into the fields. We're going to go the long way around the outside, just to avoid the enforcer at the entrance to the grape fields. And just back towards the cinema, we will find a water pump, and we're going to vault over the fence by that water pump, and we're going to wait next to that water pump for our victim to arrive. And he will make his way over to the very next set of vines, and he is accompanied by a worker, and they will stand by the table just over by the young lady you can see off to the left of the screen right there. So once they're all in position, we are going to turn on the water pump that is next to us, and we're going to turn it off again, and that's going to distract the worker who arrived with the chief winemaker, and we're going to get him out of our way. So we're just going to hide around the corner here, and when the wine worker arrives, we can sneak up behind him, approach him on the right hand side here, render him unconscious, and we're going to hide his body in the crate where we were hiding, just as Mrs. Yates eliminates our first target for us. Quite a nasty landing onto the stairs there. So one target down, one to go. So we're just going to continue on with hiding the worker in the crate here, and we are now going to just rinse and repeat the same trick with the water pump. Turn the pump on, we're going to collect the key that the worker has dropped, turn the pump off, and this time round we will get the attention of the chief winemaker. So once again we're just going to wait around the corner here, and when the chief winemaker gets into position we can get up behind him on the right hand side, render him unconscious. We're going to drag his body into the crate around the corner with the worker, and once we have him in the box we can take his outfit and start the tour. So there you go, mate, safe and sound, no one can hurt you now. So once we have his outfit, we're going to vault back over the railing and run to the production area where our tour guests have arrived. Mr. Black, Miss Vidal, and Miss Burnwood.
Yates. I'm Gabriel Vargas, chief winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but they're all above your pay grade.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Follow me.
So for this challenge, we need to at least begin the tour. So we are going to make our way inside and present the first room.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including a drag-in freezer unit. And last but not least, our grape crusher, industrial size for your disposal purposes.
Interesting.
Follow me.
So at this point we're going to break from the mission story, and instead of going to the fermentation room, we're going to make our way over to the walk-in freezer, and we are going to present that and then select our coins.
This is an industrial cold storage unit, useful for preventing cellular decomposition. It easily reaches temperatures of minus 10 degrees Celsius. Trust me, you don't want to stay inside for long.
So we're going to throw a coin over into the right hand corner there, and tomorrow we'll send Black out to investigate, and as soon as he's out of the freezer we can use the screwdriver on the control panel, which will shut Tamara inside, and that will get us the Coldhearted challenge. So all that's left for us to do really now is wait for Tamara to die a very slow death and make our way to the exit. For the purposes of the video, I am going to stick around, although once that window frosts over you can't really see very much at all. But Tamara is currently running around trying to keep warm. She's now dropping to the floor, which means her death is imminent. Any second now she will drop dead. So with that taken care of, like I said, all that's left to do is locate the nearest exit, and the nearest exit is in the vineyard fields, and because of our outfit we can run straight there. So there you go, that is the Coldhearted challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.